Learn to lose in order to recover. And remember that nothing stays the same for long, not even pain. I got some news in my personal life this week. I had quite a reaction to it. May Sarton once wrote that we should imitate the trees, to learn to let go of the riches of a season and go deep into our roots for renewal. The news I got this week has me feeling stuck, tethered to the cabin. My hikes are shorter. I find myself just staring off the porch into the woods, not really knowing what to do with myself. It's a strange thing to observe yourself like that, to judge the reaction, to not fully understand it, and to try to force yourself to the other side of it, only to realize you can't. You just have to allow yourself to go through it. In the meantime, I'm limited. Instead of ticking off the big, important things on my to-do list, I'm pouring myself into projects that don't matter. It's a small, quiet way of managing a world that feels a bit too loud. Projects that weren't on the list at all, like putting up birdhouses for the mountain chickadees, just to encourage them away from the woodpecker holes. If there's chickadee eggs in there, they're in trouble. The woodpecker just flew out of there, and now the chickadee is back. I wonder who's going to win this battle. Well, the chickadee couple got evicted by the acorn woodpecker. And that makes sense. I've been watching him bore that hole for like a month now, off and on. And so essentially the chickadees were trying to squat his nesting hole. I have a couple birdhouses that just sit around. I'm going to hang one in a tree far enough away from the woodpecker, but close enough to where maybe they're still looking for a home in that area, and see if they will adopt that as their little spring home. Okay, so I read to put some like pine shavings and stuff inside first, not because they're going to want to nest in it, but they're going to want to take it all out and start their own ritual and bring their own material in. I'll cut this and give them a little metal roof shelter, because this is certainly not designed to be weatherproof. I know the birds don't need my help, but this is fun and I want to give them a cute little home. But more than anything, this was distracting me from my own problems. I call these procrastination projects. And this is what started it all. I left this pile of fur. Oh, he just flew away. I wonder where he's going. See where he's going to make his nest. I intentionally left a pile of Dandelion's fur in the yard after I shaved her this year for the birds, because they're going to be building nests. I think it's a mountain chickadee. Oh, there he goes. Who's going into the yard right now, collecting little bits of fur, flying over to one of the pine posts that I use for my driveway gate. Oh, there he goes. And Iger's sitting right there. Hold on. He's looking at Iger like, is it safe? There he goes. A woodpecker bore a really good size hole in one of my pine posts, which is fine. I can replace that easy when it comes to it, and it's still functioning fine. But this little bird is making a nest in there as we speak. And that's all it took for me to fully commit to this distraction. Chickadee house is in the tree. Let's hope they find it. It's in the same neighborhood, 30 feet away from the woodpecker hole. Here's the hole everyone is vying for. Right there is where the new birdhouse is. My hope is that they'll find it, but that it's far enough away from the woodpecker. The chickadees are being very persistent, even with the woodpeckers' multiple evictions. They're still trying to go in that hole. I wish I could show them that there's a beautiful empty home awaiting them over in the white fir. Oh my God, they found it. I saw the chickadee hovering by the hole. Oh, she's checking it out now. Well, I guess my housing didn't pass the chickadee test. And I know I need to be patient. It's not like she's gonna move in right away. But as soon as the woodpecker left again, she flew back into that hole. They're still trying to squat the woodpecker spot. So maybe I need to create more housing options. A little wobbly. Better. Oh, I'm turning into an old woman. I should paint it red to match the cabin. It was clear right away that this little house was unappealing to the chickadees. And for the rest of the afternoon, I observed the battle over the woodpecker hole continue and pondered how I could make these man-made birdhouses more enticing. If I'm going to ask the chickadees to trust a man-made birdhouse, I suppose it should look like a home they're already used to. So the next morning, I was back at it. And so were the birds. Watching this battle over the woodpecker hole and wondering who will win in the end is a great reminder. I can't force the resolution of my circumstances. I can't hit fast forward or sugarcoat it. I can try to set up a quiet invitation for a small mountain bird, but I can't control the noise that could interrupt at any point, or the curiosity of other creatures. Well, if Mrs. Woodpecker continues to hang out on this tree where the chickadee birdhouse is, I don't think any little birds are gonna move in there. I have to embrace the process and all its discomfort and accept that resolution will come. There's a little female junco checking out the birdhouse. My kitties are pretty lazy during the day, but even still, I'll keep them confined on the porch or in the cabin while the birds are around. They're happy to spend the day here napping in their chair anyways. By morning, it was clear. After witnessing the woodpeckers' sunrise shift change, it was safe to say they had won their prized nesting spot, taking turns sitting on their eggs to fulfill the blueprint of their survival. When the pines drop their cones on this mountain, you realize they aren't just letting go. They're responding. They respond to frost, drought, and wind, not with panic, but with a blueprint for survival that's been written into their roots for centuries. So far, no birds have moved into these new birdhouses. But the forest doesn't panic when winter hits, and it certainly doesn't rush into the spring. I am hanging on to the nature of things, which is that one must imitate the trees and let go. See y'all later.